Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your channel host, GBHL James.
I'm GBHL Jamie, and it's another week's edition of Speak Friend and Question.
Speak Friend and Question, your favourite Hobbit SBG question and answer show where you get to ask us, guys.
One of the only.
No, there's loads now.
There's Light in the Dark, isn't there? Light in the Dark.
What's that?
That's the DCH.
I'm joking, I'm calling him. See what I did there? Because we're coming over there, we're going to trash your houses.
And then play SBG.
And then all be friends and be really thankful for the fact that you are contributing to us coming over. Very exciting. We are actually buying the flights tonight.
Yeah.
Very, very, very exciting. Yeah, there are a few Hobbit talk shows out there now.
Yeah.
So you've got those guys. You've also got Norwegian Biking does one, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, yeah. Well, it's
Andreas. Yeah, that's no good to us, pal. So why would you speak such a language? It's prohibitive. Obviously, well, they've obviously got a community over there to do it too, so that's brilliant. We'd like to see.
Does Modelling Master do some?
Hobbit Tabletop Liga, they've got stuff. So really, really good to see that that so many people are getting out there and creating a very vibrant community scene. Now, what was amazing about this week, from my point of view, is that we got loads more questions. Woo! I'm taking full credit. My Patreon link will be... Get out of it. Oh, absolutely brilliant. So today we're going to do Speak Friend Question. We've got a bit of a time limit because the wonderful and magnificent Edward Ball is coming.
Yes, yeah.
Clouds come over, storm, raids. They don't make that noise.
It's a seagull.
too much time on the beach on my honeymoon. He's coming up, and you're going to be playing some games, aren't you?
Yeah, we're getting some Guild Ball in this weekend.
Ooh, are you recording some for Guild Ball TV? Every Tuesday on this channel, sometimes.
Every Tuesday. I've run out of stuff to paint, and I've not been playing games recently, so I don't have anything to put out.
I get my team tomorrow, so
you can fill in the gaps.
I'll pay them at some point, and then we can get some games. I'd like to play because we've not played it with each other, have we?
No.
They're good.
Got butchers.
Yeah, they are a very strong team. For those of you that are switching off right now because you're like, I don't want to hear about Guild Ball. It's a really good game, and even if you're pure into this because of Tolkien, it is a good bit of fun. Even if you snakes and ladders, you know what I mean? It's games.
It's not snakes and ladders.
It's not snakes and ladders. You know what I mean? If you like
snakes
games,
and ladders is purely random.
If you like playing
there is no
games,
skill in snakes and ladders.
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Is this because you lose all the time?
It's purely
I'm a
random.
snakes and ladders champion.
You're just lucky then. Right, let's go.
If you watch Battle Companies, you will see that is true. Very lucky. Okay, so we got Patrick Burmeyer starting things off. And he's put, "Oh man, first, lols. Congrats to James. Thank you very much. Awesome little dog." Yeah, Bilbo's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like Bilbo. In fact, Jamie's first reaction when I picked him up from the station was, "Where's Bilbo?" And we've got this at the moment. Whenever James' mum and dad ring at the moment, they don't ask how we are. They're like, "How's Bilbo?" That's all that we get. No one cares about us anymore. He's put, "I just got a French Bulldog Boston Terrier puppy, good man, a few puppies ago. Great fun. Keep up the great content, fellas." Well, thank you very much, Patrick, and keep on watching, and make sure that you ask a question next week.
Yep, next up we've got Joe White. He says, "I can just imagine James at the park shouting Bilbo." Fair enough.
Baggins is.
I forgot that list comes with Orcus base. Anyway, my question this week is, are there any new models that will be in your top 10 if you were to do them again?
Remember when we started, we did top 10 models, and we...
Oh yes, yeah. Top 9.
Your top 10 was top 9.
Yeah.
Very unlike you,
I
to be
know.
honest. That's like a me thing to do. That was the first signs that I was rubbing off on Jamie for the worst. Unbelievable. Yeah. You just know what kind of night you and Ed are going to have tonight.
I'm sure Ian Marley will pick on from that straight.
Oh, he will do. Yeah, he'll be on it. So yeah, we did our top 10, didn't we? I think it would be a little bit different because there were some
cool models, aren't there, that have come out since The Hobbit.
And even then, I've been playing the game for a bit longer now, and we've obviously there's been a scene, so you see other people's models a bit more, and it's probably made me a bit of a
different paint schemes and
exactly. Yeah. New models that are good, that are really good. Obviously, the Rivendell Knights were really nice.
They were nice.
Really, really nice poses. All the dwarf stuff's really good. I really like the new Thorin.
Oh yeah. See, everyone seems to really like him. I think he's alright. I don't think he's up there with...
Well, I like him. I like him. Who else? There's a few. I think some of the evil stuff is good. The new Bolg is really good.
Yeah, the new Bolg is good.
The new Bolg's
good. I like the young Dwarling.
Young Dwarling's great. Young Barling's great.
Yeah.
It's a lovely model.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really nice new models. Maybe we should do
a new one.
Yeah, well, you need to replace your one.
Review.
I think yours has been watched loads just for the fact that you missed one out. People watch Jamie get something wrong for a change.
Yeah.
So next up we've got 19 Mark F91. He's put, I think I missed the deadline for last week, so I've just reposted the question I can hear. That's absolutely fine. Remember, now that I'm back, we're probably going to be doing this on Thursday afternoon. So, hey guys, if James is there, I hope you had a fantastic honeymoon. Certainly did. Loved the blurry eyes of both Jamie and Jay, drunken, speak friend and question. It should be a regular thing. This channel has standards, you know, it really does. I've still not watched, I saw the intro, I've not watched the whole thing. Does it descend, does it become worse?
I don't know.
Did you watch it back when you edited it? No.
There's no swearing, I know that.
Alright, okay, that's fine. You put, or how about turning Speak Friend and Question into a drinking game? This is a family friendly channel. And I would lose that game, which is why I wouldn't do it.
I don't know.
So we got my question this week is, what's the highest points match game you played in? How long did it take to play out? Have you ever ventured over the 1,000 point marks? Thanks and happy strategy battle gaming.
Once. My friends, when I very first started the hobby, me, Ian, Andy and Harry, those three guys are now out of it. Harry still comes back to
Harry's a nice guy, isn't he?
Desolation he comes to, yeah.
He does quite good as well.
Yeah, he's a very good
player.
We played a 10,000 point game. It was, Harry, we did it as doubles. Harry and I were on a team, and we were like, let's just pick all the heroes basically, because we can't bother moving troops around. And my mate Ian and Andy dug out every single troop they owned and had them on books moving forwards as blocks. We ran forward. And we had like a few Nature's Wraths, and we went, Nature's Wrath, lie them all down.
Oh no.
I made them do it.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, you horrible man.
Yeah. And we eventually just called it because it was like, we can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's not
like we genuinely just can't be bothered playing this many points.
See, some people really like it. You see it sometimes on the Facebook, and you used to see it quite a lot on the forums, where people have got very impressive pictures, you know, of these huge mass games. Not playing War of the Ring either, playing strategy battle game, but a huge points cost.
Huge scale, yeah.
A huge scale. Now, it looks amazing. It really does.
You see the one recently that someone pushed it up?
I did, it's beautiful, yeah.
The Pelennor?
Pelennor, is it Pelennor, yeah?
Or it's the attack?
Yeah, it's the attack on the walls of Minster.
Yeah.
It's before Rohan gets there.
Yeah.
It's when the Force of Mordor are moving up towards the gates. It's an amazing picture. And I think these things look really cool, and they are for some people because they like to be able to see that and recreate that. But as a game, I think that would be awful to play.
You'd need like lots of sort of 2x2 tiles, and you'd need players playing on that 2x2.
Yeah.
So I think that would capture the battle quite well, because you don't know how anything else going on. You just concentrate on you defend your bit of the wall.
Isn't that how they
did that to Helm's Deep?
They did, down at Titans.
Yeah,
Chris Young from Titans Wargaming down in Finchley.
I'd love to go to one of them. I think they should run another one.
Yeah, I think you should, Chris. We'll come.
And we can also do it for our campaign. That could be Helm's Deep.
Great idea. We could film it.
Yeah.
It'd be a tough one to film though. But they did that where they had lots and lots of players doing it. I know that JT used to get involved in those kind of games, where like meet up with a guy called Dougie, I think, who was from TLA.
I think.
You know what I mean, don't you?
I know what you mean. I remember seeing one of the mega battles over the.
That's it, they used to do these big mega battles.
Yeah, I remember one of them. I remember taking part in one of them. We think it was Battle of the Last Alliance.
The game doesn't scale to that, and I even think 1,000 points is hard work. I think once you start going over 1,000 points, because if you go to a tournament and play 1,000, I don't know if you find the same, but I'm exhausted.
Yes.
After a couple.
It's because there's so many threats coming your way. That's tournament play, I think. I think when you're playing a mega battle, you need to sort of dedicate a weekend to it, take it really chilled out.
Yeah. I think the biggest game I played would be 1,000 points, and I would think the longest game I played was when. This was before sort of the Manchester team was getting going, when we first met Steve, had Mark Boyle and Nighty Night come down, and Peter Schutz's Blessing coming down to the Scout Hut in... remember the old Scout Hut?
I went there once.
Yes, you did, we did some filming, yeah. That's when we offered the Gandalf as part of the... Please let us have 100 subscribers. Can you remember the time, the days? So all you guys out there who've got channels who decide not to post up any more content because you're a bit frustrated with having like 49 views, keep persevering, because that's what we
Keep
did.
plugging at it.
Just keep going. That's what we did. We just kept knocking on the door. And that game went from 9 o'clock in the evening until 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's too.
It's my fault.
Yeah, I know. You've Rohan skirmished the entire board against dwarves.
I didn't understand what the game was at the time.
Yeah.
So I'd never watched it, so I had no idea what to expect. So you're just trying to win,
Yeah.
like as you would do on a battlefield, and you're not playing the game. You're just using the rules of the game to play out a battle in your mind.
Yeah.
So that was the problem, really, and that obviously changed the moment I went to a tournament. There was a time limit.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that was that. He.
Oh, sorry, I've just
scrolled.
Scrolled up 30 done.
Okay, so our next question is Lewis Jackson.
Did we answer the question? Was there a second part to it?
No, that's
Oh no, highest points gameplay, yeah.
So next one's Lewis Jackson.
He says, hello guys, thank you for answering my question last week, it's helped me out a lot. My question to you this week is, if you went to a 1,000-point tournament and took 500 points of elves and 500 points of dwarves, what would you take, bearing in mind I'm only using models from the Hobbit? Thank you very much, and I enjoy Speak Friendly Question.
It's good that you enjoy Speak Friendly Question. It is, of course, the most magnificent show on here.
I've got plenty. It's well more interesting to watch for me.
Well, it seems right. It seems more interesting for us,
because we don't do it.
I only watched this like a couple of times. So I can watch that loads.
So 500 points of elves from Hobbit. It has to be something like, I think I'd go full ranges, so like Thranduil, Legolas, 20 ranges or so.
Yep.
Backed up by probably
Thorin, Dwalin.
Two full warbands probably is about 500 points.
It is, yeah. You could probably fit in. I
Squeeze
think you
in
can fit in
Barley.
Gloin. Yeah, I think you can fit in Gloin with 2 full warbands. I think, if I remember rightly.
That would probably be what I would do for 1,000 points. Yeah, if you're doing dwarves and elves.
Good luck, let us know how it goes, and when you've done it all, post a picture up on our Facebook group. Okay, next up we've got Johan Galdies. He's put, thanks for answering my question, guys. Oh, James, you've become so brown you're barely recognisable. You've changed from a Rohan man to a Haradrim. What?
Unlucky.
My hair has actually gone blonder, although you can't tell now because it's grown out loads, but if you see the pictures on holiday, I look dead blonde. What's that?
Sun bleached.
Sun bleach, exactly. Also, is Bilbo tiring out you so much that Jamie had to read out all the questions? Joking aside, I think he's very adorable.
Oh, thank you. And then he sorted it out.
Oh, referring to Bilbo here.
Damn it.
That's just because Jamie was using his phone, really.
So it's easy.
It's easier. It's like if I've got my phone,
It's just you're scrolling already.
What do I do though when you give me your phone most of the time?
Lock it.
I lock it by accident and then I try and unlock it, and yeah, it's not good. Not good. You put, the reason I asked about green stuff is I've been using Milliput for a long time, but lately decided to switch to green stuff, mainly to fill in those pesky gaps on the Rivendell Knights helmets.
Oh, those Rivendell Knight helmets.
Check out my amazing 6-minute hobby blog from Monday. Did I launch? I don't think it went up on Monday night. I think it went up Tuesday
morning.
I tried to get out on Monday night, but went up Tuesday morning. I couldn't find my lead. Because there is a top tip in there without using green stuff to eliminate a bit of the gaps, and it's to do with how you assemble it, so go and check that video out. You put, I use some army painter green stuff and never hardened as well as Milliput. My question this week is, what's your opinion on Trident, Floy and Mahud? Cheers guys, keep up the good work, Johan from Malta. P.S. I use microscopes during my uni days whilst doing my dissertation on pollen. Hopefully I'll be graduating soon. Oh, good stuff, good luck. Trident's good.
Trident's very good, yeah.
Trident's good. He's the mid-level kind of points hero for Isengard that they kind of lack.
Shame about his fight 4, but you've got Saruman there probably to mobilise. Floy, very, very good. Taking away special rules for a turn can be very powerful. And Mahud.
Cool models.
Very cool.
They've changed it in role quite a lot, haven't they, since they started, didn't they?
Yeah, they used to be amazing combat monsters.
Yeah.
Like all had 2 attacks, all strength 4.
Oh my kind of island.
Yeah. And had the special rule Warrior Pride, where if the hero was in combat, they'd automatically pass any courage tests.
That's good.
And the heroes had decent courage anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
However, now they've dropped to courage 2. They've lost Warrior Pride. They want one attack. And just a little bit bad for what they used to be.
Nice models. I think the my Hood King that you sold to me, I started painting that and I thought this is going to be one of the nicest models to paint. I've not finished it, but it was really nice. The only time I've seen a Mahood army do quite well was Jake
Camels.
He's a good player anyway, so a good player even with a not great force is usually going to do okay. We just look at Tom Harrison, for goodness sake.
Come on, I
hate that guy.
think like when he uses a good army as well.
I know.
Scumbag.
He's so talented. But Jay Clare brought all Mahood on camels, and that worked really well because he was able to use the impale rule from the charge incredibly effectively. I played against something that had that in it when I went to JT's this year, just for that day tournament, versus my cavalry. It was horrendous.
Yeah, charging 5s. Well,
kill my horse.
5's the horse, 5 of the man.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. So yeah, that's our opinions on those three. And next up, we've got Tandoori, Barry O'Neill.
Very nice. Welcome home, James. Glad to hear yourself and Jane had a great honeymoon. And Bilbo is awesome.
Yes.
Hope I get a chance to meet him at some point.
You will.
Great having you back. Jamie, despite the few negative comments I've seen about your Patreon page, I just want to say again that I think you've taken a very brave decision to do what you're doing, and I believe the majority of the community are behind you, even if they can't afford to support you financially. I for one can't wait for the Ruffian bat rips, as I love the storyline scenarios you came up with for the previous Battle Companies campaign. Keep up the awesome work, and I look forward to the future of the channel. Well, thank you very much, Barry.
Glazing over a little bit there. Do you want to wipe your...
I think I'm fine.
Just sorry, I can turn it off for a minute if you want to.
Cheers. Thanks, Barry. Yeah.
That was very nice. Absolutely true. I'm not
I saw something with you and Damien commented back in my defence.
Yeah, you can't do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but it's interesting. I think it's really interesting, and I will make a comment. I mean, you always tell us off for sort of responding to people on thingy, but like, Jamie, all that's going to happen is that you guys get more free content.
I know. Well, this is the way I saw it in my head, and so I didn't reply to it because you shouldn't feed the trolls, as it were.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Damien can't help it.
I don't think it is feeding the trolls. But the thing is, like, all the stuff that you already watch and enjoy won't go away because there's paid content. It's just extra content that I'm rewarding people who want to support me. Like, there's no sort of.
And this will benefit it. I mean, guys, have you not seen the fancy pictures? The fancy pictures in front of the
thumbnails.
The thumbnails. Have you not seen that? This is the future of our channel.
It's the little things like that help bring people in. If they can see something attractive on the front of a video, but more likely to click it than if it was just us two sat here. Because it's kind of like we can trick them into thinking it's not a talk show.
Does anybody really think this is like a talk show? Is it even worthy of a show title? I'm not sure.
Video. Talking video.
The thing is, like, you're going to get everything anyway, and more for that. But none of you have to contribute.
That's the thing. It's like, contribute if you want to. I'm not saying you have to pay to watch the videos. Like, if you contribute. Lots of people have put in the $5 level, so they get their Freddo. But they won't get the Patreon video, but they're aware of that when they do it. So they're
not doing it just for the Freddo,
yeah.
Which is hard to believe.
I know.
They're not even 10p anymore, though, are they? 25p.
Oh
my god!
I was shocked when I was.
Let's cut your profit margin a bit.
I was like, oh god! I thought they were 20p, like 15, not
10p. I wonder how much Space Invaders are these days. When they were like 5p bag of crisps.
5p and then 10p, yeah.
5p and then 10p, weren't they? Unbelievable. So yeah, it's for people who want to support Jamie, and it's good that some of you are devastated that maybe you're not in a position or you don't want to. That you obviously want to have that extra content. But if you want that, then you can obviously contribute. So anyhow, lovely comments from Barry O'Neill. Next up we got Touring TLA. He's put, "Hey guys, thanks for answering my question. When rending with multiple models, e.g. eagles, trolls, do you nominate one model who suffers all the rends, or can you rend multiple models? Cheers."
It's one model suffers all the rends, isn't it?
It says pick a model. Pick a model instead of using your instead of attacking as normal, instead rend, and then the conditions of rend.
I'm pretty sure it's all on one model, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Pretty certain. Otherwise,
it's not one of those. It's not one of those things we want to get wrong, is it? Maybe at some natural point I'll go and check the rule book during this speaking question.
No, I am like 99% certain it's one model. Otherwise it becomes too powerful. Why would you ever not rend?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, it is, you're right.
Because otherwise you just go, I hate your strength, because it's better to.
Okay, so next up we've got Craig Base.
Base.
It's all about the base.
Hi guys, great to see everyone back again. Would you still consider doing a back rep for Batman miniatures, as there are some great new models out? That's something that's dropped off for us, hasn't it, Batman?
Yeah, I do really want to do it. Do you know what is a big shame is that we decided to pick up some Batman miniatures because we really thought the miniatures were cool, because they're good.
They're amazing miniatures.
They are very.
Bit of a pain to put together. Not gonna lie, like didn't enjoy building them. I gave up. Yeah, but they look so cool.
They do, and I love Batman.
It's just the rule set is so tough.
Yeah,
like, even for myself, like Guild Ball, I picked up after playing one game.
Yeah.
Batman, I sat down and tried to read the rules, and it was so complicated. So many.
It's been redone though, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, but the issue was that when Jamie and I looked at it, it was like a literal translation from Spanish to English, and it just didn't really make sense. And it was hard to read. It had like a red background, and when you or it was either red text against a black background or black text against a red background, and obviously where they PDF'd it, the resolution when you put reds and blacks together, it blurs the line, so it's just really difficult to read. I know it sounds like a silly thing, but it kind of put us off.
Yeah, it put me off. It still has a little bit.
There is a guy at the Northwest Gaming Centre called Tony Moore who plays the game regularly, and at some point I will get a game with him, or you will get a game with him, and we will do that, because we do want to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to run around with Batman and go
grappling hook around everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, next question. Oh, he's put, Craig Bass has put, and my name is Bass like the fish.
Bass.
So his name is Bass like the fish.
Bass.
Alright, Craig Bass, now we know. So we've been calling you Bass, and now it's Bass. Thanks for letting us know. So next up we have Ross Diggle.
It says, how do James and Jamie? My question is, I have 27 models, including warriors and heroes. Can I have 9 warriors with bow, plus all my heroes with bow? No. Depends how many heroes you have.
Heroes don't count towards bow.
Heroes don't count towards your bow. No, well they don't also count towards your bow limit at all. So
yeah.
If you had 3 heroes in that, let's say, which you'd have to have for that many models, yeah, you'd need 3 heroes for that many models. You have 24, so you'd be allowed 8 models with bow.
Yeah.
8, 16, 24, then 3 heroes. So
the way that you worded that made that a lot harder to answer than it should have been.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
Because you can
if I have 27 models, including warriors and heroes.
Yeah. So you can get, with 3 heroes, you can get up to 36 models.
Yeah. So you work it out from 24.
Yeah, you work out from what the warriors are. Heroes don't count towards it.
So there we go.
We've got 1 too many.
So nice easy one there. Next up we've got Wopchika. He's put 4-way battle companies between hosts. Sounds interesting.
It will be good.
It will be real good, because it'd be nice to play some fun games.
Yeah.
What are you taking? What's going to be?
Well, it was going to be Ruffians, but I'm going to have to change it, I think.
Yeah, we'll do.
Unless by that time I've actually got my battle company ready. I've done them, and they can just join in fully souped up.
What, like, are we going to be playing in a particular area of Middle Earth? Is there going to be a theme before it? Is it like what we're going to do?
The idea is that the 4 stories are going to happen independently,
right,
and then there's a 4-way battle company game that you can do, which is essentially something called Treasure Hunters or something like that. And you're fighting over this objective in the middle, and that's what we're all going to be fighting for in the end.
Right, okay, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So like play a few games for the
get yourself ready and then
suit yourself up. Okay, that sounds quite cool. Because what I might do is, depending on which I pick, I'm then going to get some basic warriors and I'm going to really paint them nice.
Oh, okay.
Like to pick out, like if I went for Rohan, I pick out some of my Rohan inventory that I'm not.
I think I pegged you down for Rohan.
Why would you do that?
Just typecasted.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
I think from the original 4-way battle companies I drew up, I was going to be Ruffians, you were going to be Rohan, Damien and Tom wanted to be Hunter Orcs and Erebor. Tom's Hunter Orcs, Damien's Erebor. Because that's what they've got. However, Damien was going to change out the Ranger upgrade for Warrior of Dale.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't own Wolf Rangers and doesn't intend to.
Yeah.
So it's fair.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Looking forward to that. Should be good fun to get together. You put thanks for kinda answering my question. Well, that's all we ever do. It's kinda.
We sort of.
Sorta. Yeah. Give some food for thought with what I could do with my nights. Definitely been reading James's mind to see what list he would take to Nova. Do you guys have a least favourite scene from any of the 6 movies for books? Cheers for the great content. Keep it up. Least favourite scene.
From the books, the getting the hobbits to Rivendell. That can be proper boring. It's interesting with Tom Bombadil, but the rest of it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a
the
slog.
book is really slow until they meet Aragorn.
Yeah.
And it speeds up and becomes a well good book then.
Yeah.
But I find personally. Yeah, and do you know, even with the Tom Bombadil stuff, the thing with me is that I used to get this even when I read like the Redwall books and stuff, like books where all of a sudden they start writing down the songs that people are singing and the poetry.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it from an artistic point of view, but I never read them.
No, it's like he sings a song next page.
Pages. I've got some Elven song. Pages. Move over. Right here, next bit of the story. Because I want to read the story. I know why it's there, and I appreciate it. And in fact, some of those songs tell some of the story. So what you end up finding is you got to go back if you want to really increase your knowledge. But in the movies, least favourite scenes in the movies, I hated the dragon dwarf chase.
Yeah.
At the end of Desolation of Smaug. I hated that. I was like, why would you do it? You just completely made Smaug look like an idiot and not this malevolent, horrible creature.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. This is the problem when I ask these kind of questions. I'm like, I don't know. Trying to think through 6 films of scenes that I don't enjoy. I just seem to enjoy jumping to for mine because you remember them. Scenes you don't enjoy, you try to wash away.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy in Return of the King the Army of the Dead sweeping over Pelennor Fields. That was just okay.
It's a bit cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, just right. Okay, well that whole battle was pointless.
Yeah. Aragorn should have just kept them for the final battle. You should have just kept them and released their oath later on. Kept them for going to the Black Gate.
No, it should be like the books. It should be like the books where you know they're only there for Pelargir.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Getting the port.
Yeah, getting the port.
The boats.
Yeah. I believe.
If you're going with them being at Pelennor, then you might as well not release them from their oath and keep them for.
Yeah, you might as well if you're going to do that. Yeah. You know, but I just didn't enjoy that. I think it just takes away from the sacrifice of all of the Rohan and the Ministerial.
But no one cares about the sacrifice of Rohan.
Yes, they do.
Nobody.
Everybody loves Rohan.
Not even in the films.
Everybody loves Rohan.
That's why they fight 5.
Everyone loves Rohan. I've just noticed that if you look there, you know sometimes. Can you see what I can see? You know some. Right. Okay. Yeah. I've got to be really careful because the children watch this. You know sometimes there are like.
Oh, things you can see in the background.
There's things you can see, like shapes that are made out, and you know the one where there's a lamp.
It
looks like something. But between our shoulders.
I know. I just. As soon as you pointed it out,
I can't believe I've just seen that. I cannot unsee it. It cannot be unseen. Oh, who we got next?
We've got Acthon39. He says, Bilbo looks like such a great dog. Reminds me of when I got my puppy. Just like Bilbo. What breed is he?
He is a Yorkie poo. His mum's a little blonde Yorkshire Terrier and his dad was a little black miniature poodle.
First question. If you guys manage to do the 4-way battle companies anytime soon, what factions would you... Oh, we just mentioned that.
There you go.
When could I possibly buy an early bird ticket for DOS? I know it's not until a while, but I will always be prepared.
I believe that early bird tickets are only available through Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon get a discount, which is essentially what the early bird offer once was.
Yeah.
That's for $13 or more when once you've paid it. Everyone else is £30. No early bird, is there?
No early bird for this. The reason for that is that we tend to sell out pretty quick.
Well, we don't sell out. We sell quickly, and we don't use an online vendor, so there's no way of monitoring. Yeah,
it worked out when we used to use Element Games.
Because you could say, right, there's 25 tickets at that price, and once those tickets are sold out, then you move on to the next one. Whereas when it's us, it's like tickets.
Oh no, like what about the 26th person who pays 20 and you're like, sorry mate, you owe us another
you
£5.
owe it to the £5. It feels a bit
Yeah,
nasty to. Or then you got to do, you know, what some of the smaller teams do, say, right, sign up.
That was my one reason for not doing it this time, because I knew it was in the rules back to the last second, and I was like, hang on, how are we going to measure this?
It's just unfair. It feels like when there's a website you can go and buy from, and it's, you know,
It's fair.
at 12 AM, the early birds are now available, go. And it's like, steeplechase, go, F5, 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 F5. But when it's just us, and, you know, people messages saying, oh, sorry, I couldn't get to my computer, can I have the early bird ticket? I wanted to buy one. I was like, sorry, no. So it's a nicer message just saying, all tickets are £30. If you support me on Patreon, you get a discount.
Yeah. It should be coming out of Jamie's half of the tournament.
Sure. Have you seen the very last episode of Game of Thrones?
Hang on a minute, is there spoilers in this for anybody else?
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about it because we both read the book, so we both know what happens at the very end of Dance of Dragons.
I've forgotten I read it 5 years ago.
Imagine me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about. That was the last episode of it.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I've
It's the theories after.
I've not seen season 5 yet, but I know exactly what it references and why everyone was up in arms over Facebook about it. But I don't think we should mention it on here because it's still.
If you've read the books, then when you're reading the books, you build up theories.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, some theories end up getting blown out of the water, and you're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
What?
I
I immediately turned around to Jane and I went through my theory.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, we can't. Sorry, Acton. We
Is it maybe we could talk about our theory on a video on your Patreon page?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, comment below.
If you want to become a patron, this is what people are worried about.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay for any old opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, we shall discuss that probably in season 6. What we think's gonna happen. We can't. It's not fair to those who've not seen it, or those who are reading the books. It's not fair. We can't discuss that. Next comment.
It's tough to pull yourself away from
I know.
doing the theory hammer for it, and you know. Okay, we got Sean Shaw, 100. Hi guys, at what points level would you think about including wizards and or spellcasters? Usually above 500 points.
Yeah, above 500, 600 points really. And then you've got 450 to get an army.
Definitely when you start going 700.
700 plus, you definitely want a wizard.
Some kind of cast is always useful at that point. I'll ask the next one as well. We've got 30T Tanya. We've got hi James, Jamie and Bilbo. Bilbo's in the salon. He was being taken for a walk. Long time viewer, first time question. What? It's your first time questioning, Jamie.
I'm pretty sure she's a patron as well, you know.
Is she?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So real hardcore subscriber. That's what I like to hear. Well, what does she have to do? If she's asked a question for
I'm sure you probably know all this already, but now that you have asked the question and we have answered, you are now in the loop and you have to ask a question every week.
Every single week for the
Every
rest
week.
of your days.
Yeah.
Make sure you do. Ask a question next week. You put, do you think that unnamed ring raves are competitive versus the named counterparts and their special rules? Also, do you think trolls ents with movement 6 should really have been 7 due to their size? I think they should have been a bit more.
8.
Yeah, I think
8 like a dweller.
8 would have made sense.
Yeah, because they've got like, longer legs.
Yeah.
Bigger reach.
Yeah. That would make Treebeard a lot better as
They
well.
would.
It would make him a lot better.
Yeah, you chase down troops.
Isn't it mad? But that extra 2-inch movement would make Treebeard a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Much better.
I always forget that he's 6 inches movement. Like whenever I play him in my head, I'm like, alright, he moves 8 inches.
Yeah.
But that's just
It'd make such a difference in game to sort of where he can get to, because of course he's not a hero that can be mounted on a horse. That's the issue.
Ring race competitive versus the net. As a direct comparison, no. Although they still have a place in the game when you need to squeeze one in at like 70 points. Can't free up the other 50 to get a named one, so you get an unnamed with like 2 points of might, a point of fate.
I think the basic unnamed Ringwraith profile and the Witch King profile, for that matter, are fantastic.
They're very strong, aren't they?
I just think they're really good profiles, because there's definite strengths, and they're very good, and they've got their weaknesses in the same way like that they actually have done. I think what the named wraiths do is the named wraiths get rid of the weaknesses.
Blemish over the weakness.
Yeah, and you got synergies together.
For 10 points, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something silly.
If you had to pay a bit more of a, if you had to pay an extra 40-50 points,
Yeah.
then you'd have to question. But at the moment,
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
As Kevin Bacon would say.
certainly is.
Next up, we've got David Whittaker, and he's got 2 on the bounce here.
Oh wow! No, that's just for you.
Because someone asked last week, cheapest way to get new Mirkwood at 700 points is 2 boxes of Mirkwood Rangers, 1 box of Palace Guard, plastic Legolas, plastic Tariel, Threadril on foot, the Armulus being Threadril with armour, 10 Palace Guard as they come in the box, Legolas with armour and Elven Cloak, 10 Rangers, Tariel, 9 Rangers. This leaves you just short of 700 points, and from Games Workshop is £117.
I'm so glad that you did that and we didn't.
Get it from an independent retailer at 20% discount and you win him.
Yeah, go check out Slayer or Awkward.
Yeah, Slayer or Awkward. They're the guys to get you models from.
Certainly are.
And then David says again, good to see you back, James. Glad you had a good wedding and honeymoon, etc. Bilbo looks like a lovely chap. If you had to name a child after a character from Middle-earth, what would you choose? To stop you taking the easy way out, let's say Tom, Bill, Sam, Bert, Ted, etc. are off limits.
Tom's a rubbish name anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tom. Who's called Tom?
Is it a boy child, a girl child? Is it if it's a female?
I don't think I could get away with calling like a boy child Aragorn or something, you know what I mean? In all seriousness, and if you all start doing this, I will not be happy. If you start having babies before me and like trumping me to this, then I'll be very, very unhappy. Like, so none of you are allowed to have babies in the next year or so, because I'm not having a baby now. I can't unsee that thing.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it. Like we've obviously talked about names before when we get married, and, you know, think about these things, and if we had a little girl...
Rosie?
No.
No, that's what Mum was saying.
If we had a little girl, we were thinking of calling her Eleanor. Now, in the book, Eleanor, so Elanor, is that flower that Samwise Gamgee plants.
Right.
And it's the little golden flower. And it's a slight different spelling to how we spell Eleanor with sort of EA, it's just the A.
Yeah.
And it's whether I would want the traditional way, because I'm quite traditional, or whether I would just tweak it to have
Just
a little talking bit. But I love the name Eleanor, so that's my tedious link for a boy. Gimli. Gimmers.
Gimli Ghibli.
Bozza.
Bozza.
Bozza. He wouldn't get picked on in school, would he?
No.
Bozza. What would you go for? Sauron! You know what that makes me think of? You ever seen Only Fools and Horses?
Oh yeah, which?
Yeah, and you know when Del Boy has a son, and they call him Damien, but every time Rodney sees him, the music for Omen comes on.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! It's the same for like Sauron. He had a kid called Sauron.
I think they're Hobbit names. Like you no. Like Peregrine to Pip, but that's not what I'd call my kid.
I think Meriadoc's a real name.
Meriadoc could pass, but I wouldn't choose it.
Nah. Get now. Saruman. It's hard. Thorin. Thorin's a strong name.
Thorin could. I'd be
could
surprised.
get away with
Thorin. Thrain.
Thorin, son of Jaime. Son of
Michael.
Son
Son of Jamie, son of Michael, son of Michael. Son of Michael.
Brilliant. Okay, that's our discussion on that.
Yeah. Killed enough time with that one.
That's a good question. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Cos I Like To. Hey guys at GBHL, love the channel. I've been watching you guys for quite some time now. You guys got me into the world of GW.
Apologies.
What? Yeah, sorry that you now have to spend so much money.
Yeah.
I've had the idea of creating mystery boxes for Lord of the Rings and other popular games. In case you do not know, a mystery box is a normal box delivered to you that contains random items. In this case, Lord of the Rings SBG. It is designed to get a discount, and the cost of the box will be lower than the recommended retail price. I was wondering if you guys would like to try out a prototype to maybe unbox in a video. I'm happy to answer any questions via Facebook, Speedpan and Question, etc. Thanks, Harrison. Sorry for such a long question. P.S. One of my dogs, an Irish Terrier, is called Frodo.
That's cool.
It's a good name for a dog. So are you offering to send us models for free? Because I never accept that.
Yeah. Oh, you never asked for it, would you?
No. But if you'd like to. So like a mystery box, so somebody sort of goes, right, okay, well I'm willing to spend, this is what I'm guessing it means, I'm willing to spend £10 on the hobby, but I'm not sure what I'll get, but I'll pay for a mystery box because I know that by buying a mystery box I might get something that's worth £20. Is that the kind of thing that you mean?
That's what it sounds like, isn't it? I think on the whole that kind of stuff wouldn't work in general because if you're spending that amount of money, you want to know what you're getting. Like I wouldn't go, oh, if I spend £15 I'll get that box of Mordor Orcs, but if I spend £10 I might get the box of Mordor Orcs, and I end up with something I don't want, like Warriors of Minas Tirith.
Yeah, because you tend to have an idea of what kind of army you want to get in the first place, so you know what you want to go after. However, the one thing that you could kind of counter against that is, people do buy like big boxes. Well, they buy raffle tickets, but they do buy big, but that's more fun.
Job lots.
Job lots. In the hope of finding something that's going to be worth value. So people do buy like a box of Lord of the Rings stuff, and they can't see what's in there, in the hope that they'll come across a Gandalf the Grey Mounted. Which is a real win.
Yeah. Did Jay Finnegan tell you about all the stuff he got from one of his job lots? That's where he got the 3 mounted Gandalfs from.
Oh, was it?
In one job lot.
That was a good day for us.
I know. Well, I suppose speaking to him about it, he didn't mind because he got 3.
Yeah.
In like a £20 box.
What a good day. Yeah. That's a good day.
I mean, if you wanted to send it to him, get in touch with ilovewargaming@gmail.com, but I wouldn't go in for it myself.
No, I probably wouldn't sort of go like, all right, I'll give a tenner in the hope that I might get something like, unless of course it's people do raffles and stuff. So people, if they knew.
I think if you'd have to do it where you say these are what you might get.
Yeah, and there's something there which is tremendous. So let's say you had a Smaug. Let's say you had a Smaug, which you probably wouldn't do, but you know what I mean? Let's say you had a Smaug, and then you had all these things sort of that went down, right down to something, and you said, right, okay, everybody.
A Numenorian with his shield missing.
Didn't you?
That's some of the raffles that we gave out.
People are supposed to think that we're dead good at this. Somehow popular. So maybe explain to us a little bit more, and we'll see what that's all about. Okay, so next up we have got Stephen Gill.
His question for this week: Grima, how best to use him? Put him behind the biggest hero they've got, or the one that's going to be using the most might potentially, and then
keep him away from a caster, like someone who can Sorcerer's Pass.
Get him into range of 2 heroes, so he can block off 2 heroic moves, maybe.
Yeah, and be a bit of a chess master. Have an idea of sort of how the game's going to pan out and how you're going to use things together. So, for example, Damien did this really well against me when I played him at East Grinstead once, and I basically wasted 125 points on Guahir. It was awful for me the whole tournament. But what he did was he kept Grima near Guahir, like as close as he could. He then compelled Guahir, who, because he's only got 1 will, couldn't resist because it becomes 2. Heroic struck with Thryden, he couldn't respond to that. So he was immobilised and he trapped, and then there was a heroic combat off of that then jumped into other things, and that it's using it in conjunction with other things and knowing what you're up against. Keeping them near other heroes that have got 1 is really horrendous.
They've essentially got none because they can't use it.
Yeah, which is awful. So a little bit of an answer there for you. Next up we've got Hajman. He's put, great episode guys, congrats on everything James, and welcome back. Well, it's good to be back. That pup is well cute. Just wait until you have a human, then you'll know tired. It's hard work but totally worth it. Here it is. In fact, when Jamie goes, I am going to sleep until my class tonight. You put, question 1, what Lord of the Rings sculpts would you love to see redone, pure wishlisting? I would love to see a modern take on the Wood Elves after the dynamic and interesting job they did on the Mirkwood Rangers.
Yeah, the Wood Elves are awful.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
New Wood Elves would be nice. They're all very monopose.
I'd like to see Gilgalad redone. I don't like that model.
Yeah.
Maybe give them a mounted version as well, so people don't have to come do the
a mounted armoured Glorfindel would be nice.
Yeah. Redone. The unarmoured twins are pretty awful, but the armoured twins make up for it because they're really nice.
Yeah.
The unarmoured Glorfindel isn't particularly nice.
No, it's not, is it?
No. So redoing that would be cool. Redoing some of the dwarf ones to sort of match the sort of new aesthetic.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But using their profiles.
Some more poses for the Rivendell warrior spearmen.
Yes, that would be good.
Rather than just up and forwards.
That's redone. Theodred, redone. I'm not really a huge fan of that.
Yeah, it's
new model.
like an elf, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'd probably take a Theodred like for a bit of something different.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
So you got a Theodred?
No, I'm not going to. If anybody would like to send me a Theodred to mounted, I will. It's not a great model.
I hope Damien's going. We need him for the Two Towers campaign.
Yeah.
Death of Theodred.
So yeah, there's a few. Be redone.
Thinking for evil. The goblins are alright actually. A bit boring, but they serve their purpose. Maybe just some more of the dynamic orcs and things. I think everything got redone with the standard they've got today. It would be it's a really cop-out answer, but it would be really cool to see everything with that sort of posability and not block single pieces.
I'm not a huge fan of the Arno aesthetic. You know, with the ward roses kind of cloth things around the helmet. So maybe them being redone in plastic, that'd be quite cool. So yeah, there's a few there.
Yeah.
There's a few there. Okay. And question 2. I know there's been a lot of talk about Double Dragon of late.
Oh yeah. It's died down a little bit now. So it picked up again recently.
And even though it didn't perform, I think we can all agree to put that down to user error. That's now. Which way do you go? Do you accept
the
dragon? Your fault?
Dragon protects it. It planned it. It was planned.
It was planned. Yeah.
Planned. Dragon knows best.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, meant to be.
That was such a weird week.
I put it down to poor tournament running.
I've got to do some review for that. At some point.
We need to, don't we?
We do need to. Yeah, get around to that. I was going to do it before I went away. I didn't get time. He put, okay. Anyway, I'm about to jump in and go down a different path.
Yeah, you better.
I hope you're ready for Double Drake. I'm pretty convinced they'll do great in 800 plus points. That double threat could really put the heat on. Plus 2 of them come to the same cost as a single juiced up dragon, so there's still room for building up the body count. Maybe 3 warbands of Mordor orcs and a great beast could do the trick for filling the rest out. Baby Wraith leading one warband, Orc Captain Onwog leading another, Shaman leading the other warband, spears with bows on a third of them to get maximum usage. What do you think of that list?
It's got potential. I think the other thing it struggles with is the dragons have fly, so they can get themselves out of trouble. That would be the only consideration between the two.
Double Drake, rival cult. Someone going to set up a rival cult. Double Drake.
It's not even a cult. It's not even a rival.
So the next one's Double King's Champion, isn't it?
Yeah. Just breathe fire on him.
Question 3. I think I'm addicted to purchasing new miniatures. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Do you guys experience that?
Yeah. I mean, do you see my hobby vlog? I got that £80 gift voucher from work. I spent it all.
Yeah. What did you spend it on?
We'll find out in hobby vlog coming soon. When the box arrives.
Is it patron only hobby vlog?
No, it's not. Hobby vlogs will remain.
Just check. So what did you get? Tell me afterwards.
You find out in a hobby vlog.
Tell me afterwards. Okay, I'll look forward to watching that.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to watching that.
Next review.
Do you know what I struggle with is I get dead excited about not just things for Lord of the Rings, but like but for other systems, and think, oh, that'd be good for the channel. I might do it at some point, and then I pick up some like random Space Wolf stuff, that then just lives in the cellar. When? Like when?
Yeah. When are you going to?
When am I going to be able to do it? Like by the time I do it, then it'll all be out. But I like the model, so I guess oh well. I don't think it's finished yet. Probably every few weeks needs to get a blister box if it's been even longer. Almost always directly off GW. There's something about getting new models that really scratches an itch. It hasn't crossed into any unhealthy territory yet, at least from my perspective anyway. Well, as long as you're happy, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay, next up.
Next I've got James Stevenage. He says, hey guys, firstly congrats GBHL James on your wedding. My question today is, whenever you get time and are recording a game, could you do one with Rivendell Knights? I also am going to take them to tournaments in the future, and with a caster, I guess great minds think alike.
You want to get mine painted? I'll certainly want to do quite a few practice games.
So his 600 point list looks like a Ranger Knight Captain with, a Rivendell Knight Captain with 9 Rivendell Knights, the White Council, Elrond with heavy armour and horse, Gladriel, the old one, peaceful, so caster version. 598 points total. Any tips on this would be great. Hashtag Rivendell Knights are rising. Cheers.
Pick me. The one thing that I would say there straight away, apart from Galadriel on foot, when you've got an all-mounted force, she's going to get left alone.
Yeah.
Because then why would you have your effectively your bowmen with your blinding light? Why would you have them on horses and it be static? Apart from the fact I know that you've got 100% bows, but maybe blinding light from Gandalf. Drop Elrond because he's very expensive to get Gandalf.
Yeah.
For your blinding light.
Maybe if you want Elrond, why doesn't Elrond lead them?
Yeah.
And then spend your 90 points from the Rivendell Knight Captain and Gladriel to boost it up to Gandalf with White on horse or Shadowfax.
That makes sense.
That'll be my suggestion.
Yeah, doing something like that would be good. I'm not abandoning you all, I'm just low battery on my Mac. Who we got next?
Next up we've got Sebastian Avery.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
And since you're okay with army lists, this is for you, James. I have a 700 point one. It's themed as when Gandalf from Orthanc and Dane and Thranduil's embassies happen to meet at the Carrock on the way to the Council of Elrond.
You moved the laptop just a bit closer to me.
So, Warband 1, Gandalf the Grey, he's the leader due to fluff. Warband 2, Gloin on Pony. Oh, he's in the same one. Warband 2, Gimli son of Gloin, 5 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 1 Dwarf Warrior, 1 Dwarf Ranger with Longbow, and 3 Iron Guard. Warband 3, Legolas with Armour and Elven Cloak, and 8 Mirkwood Rangers. Yeah, I think I'll be the newbie who gets smashed at Longbottom. I'm sure you guys will win. Oh, looking on the web, apparently Lake Town had embassies as well, which means I could fluffily add an Alfred in, but I don't like him, so I'm buying him.
Looks like good fun.
Yeah, Gimli, Gloin, Legolas and Gandalf's a decent set of heroes.
Yeah, they're all good heroes, pretty solid.
5 to throw your shield, 1 with banner. I mean,
not tons of troop numbers, but that's not really what you're going for here, is it? You're going for a theme, and it looks like a cool theme, so...
Yeah.
I don't think you'll do horrible if you come up against, depending on who you come up against. So.
Yeah.
And you might be a genius, you might be the next
Tom
league winner. Tom Hansen, you're waiting. He's an enigma, he's a 1 in every 1 million years kind of person. Yeah. Okay, so next up we've got Dr. Dan. He's put battle companies, ellipsis, 4-way, ellipsis, GBHL Rumble, ellipsis, Nerd Splurge. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Next up we've got Resco and Esco. He says, hello guys, Bilbo looks awesome. What are some really cool all-hero theme lists you can think of? For about 500 points, from 500 points anywhere to 1,000 points.
It's a big range.
That's a lot of range for heroes. These are my favourite armies to create and play, even if they're usually not the best by far. I'm really hoping to go to a tournament with one soon, but I'm new, so I don't know where to start. 700 points, Double Dragon.
Don't listen to him. Based on what you said there, and
1,000 points, Triple Dragon.
Go with what the books, the movies, and the game tells you to do.
Smaug and a Dragon, Double Dragon,
Fellowship.
1,000 points.
Fellowship. Authority Company.
Smaug and a Dragon with Fly. 1,000 points.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it?
Is it?
That's something got your interest.
Is it? When's the next 1,000 points on? I got Smaug.
Don't say that too loud.
Don't say it too loud. The walls might hear and tell Jane. Yeah, if you're not worried about things not being the best, then I would say cool themed lists are things like Fellowship for heroes, Fellowship, Thorin's Company. You can do some cool things like the Elven heroes, so like you.
It'd be cool if you did like 1,000 points. You did Gil-galad, Elrond, Isildur, and Elendil. That'd be cool. I've not really seen that one before.
That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Obviously, Círdan was one of Gil-galad's lieutenants as well, so I think he'd do really well in that list.
Get some black and light in there.
Yeah, oh, woohoo! I really think would be really cool, and I've got the models to try and do this. is an all Dunedain list with Dunedain Rangers led by and having having Halbrad and Aragorn.
Halbrad and the banner.
Yeah. And Strider. And I just think that would be really cool. Like all hero obviously, but they're all just like independent heroes and
all the might. You'd kill that hero turn 1, wouldn't you?
oh yes. Oh yes. But I think it'd actually look really cool. It'd look and play quite cool. Okay, so next up we've got Billy Fitzmaurice. But are you sure that's a dog and not just the trimmings of Jamie's hair when he had a haircut?
Wee.
I can see the resemblance actually, because you're starting to go a bit light as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get the odd.
I've got greys coming through.
You've got the odd grey coming through. He's got that. He's got like a silvery undertone and a tanned face coming through. Next up, we have got a good friend of ours. We've not heard from you for a long time, Rob.
No, Lord of the Rings SBG battles.
This is the first, really.
Yeah, the first big YouTube channel that had Lord of the Rings content on. So thank you for helping us get up to your level and then going further. Hello GBHL. First...
You used to use your channel as a marker.
Yeah, I know, like,
let's take him down!
we're catching up on him. We always used to message each other.
We'll get there. No, he's a lovely guy, I really like him.
First time posted here to speak for any question. I'm gearing up for Nova, and I'm very excited to meet both channel members of the GBHL and the DCHL in Washington DC. I had a few questions I wanted to make sure I was correct in my thinking on that have come up in our games. First one, if a cavalry model charges into combat with an enemy on foot and is later countercharged in the opponent's move phase by a mounted model, does the original cavalry model then lose its extra attack and knock to the ground as it's no longer fighting all models on foot? I would guess yes, and you'd be correct. That's correct. You have to be solely against infantry models.
However, if then that combat develops, you charge in an infantry model and he charges in a thing, but the way that the combat splits, he's left only with the infantry model.
He gets it back.
He gets it back.
Yeah, because he's not fighting. Second question. Can a hero call a heroic strike and a heroic fight in the same turn? The rule mentions a model can only benefit from one heroic action per phase, so I would guess no, but it then mentions the importance, the exception to this is a heroic combat. And then it goes on to talk about how not getting two heroic combats in the same turn, hero, blah blah blah, but it never clarifies how heroic combat can be the exception. So I wanted to be clear if you can call both the single hero in the same turn. No, you can call one per hero per phase. I think what it gets around there is that you have two heroes in the same combat, one heroic combats, one heroic strikes, is that the one that heroic struck can benefit from the heroic combat because it can then move on afterwards. Mm-hmm. Well, I think the guys we asked them, they mentioned it in their Light in the Dark, which I was unsure of because I'm pretty sure it's a GBHL FAQ one that we put where you can benefit from, you know, two because you heroic move and challenge, or same difference. And they said that they will be allowing that.
Yeah.
So you can heroic channel and heroic move because technically in the rules book it says you know you can't benefit from two, and if you're moving out of order but you're heroic channeling, you're benefiting from two. So.
Oh right. Okay.
But yes, they will be allowing that.
Okay. So you can heroic move, and during that heroic move you can
heroic channel. As long as it's called at the very start of the turn.
Yeah. That makes sense in my mind.
Yeah. And finally, on Hurls and Sorcerer's Blast, when a blasted or hurled model hits a model with strength 6 or higher, is that model also not prone? No, as far as I'm aware. In the wording of Hurl, I would say no, as the hurled model does not pass through the strength 6 model, but on Sorcerer's Blast, I read it a little differently, stating that all models in the path are moved to the side and not prone. Basically, can either of these attacks be used to dismount an Nazgul on Fellbeasts, or does the spell / hurl stop at the Fellbeast strength 6 and the rider is safe from the not prone effect? That's correct, yeah. You can't hurl a Fellbeast through a Fellbeast, let's say. You will stop at the second Fellbeast.
Yeah.
If you Sorcerer's Blast the Fellbeast or hurl a Fellbeast, then that first one will be knocked over.
Yeah.
But you won't go bowling through the rest.
Right, okay.
Because it's strength 6 or more. Same with Trolls, you can't knock them over unless they're the target of the spell or the hurl.
Also good practice as well, just as a little note, is a lot of people, I think, when they ask questions about like hurl and Sorcerer's Blast, they put them into the same thing. They are worded quite different, and that can confuse things. Like I find myself all the time going, is that for Sorcerer's Blast?
Is that the hurl
or is that the hurl one? Can we check? And because I'm never sure which way around it is, so because it does work a bit different.
And remember with hurl as well that the guys, the Nova Open, are using the GBHL house rule about not being able to hurl 360. You can hurl from that 180-degree tangent on your base, which makes
I love that
hurl
picture.
not so deadly because you can angle things to not be in a hurl range, which is good.
Yeah.
It made monsters very powerful for a short amount of time.
Thanks for any answers you give me, and looking forward to meeting you all in September. We're looking forward to meeting you, Rob.
Can't wait.
Cool.
For the holiday.
Next up, we've got Jericho Jackson. Hi GBHL. First question on the channel. Make sure you ask a question next week because you're now in the loop. I've been using a 600-point army recently, which has been fairly successful. It includes Radagast and Great Eagle, AMO with Horse, Heavy Armour with 3 Sons of El, 3 Westfold Red Shields, Oakenbrand with Horse, 3 Sons of El, and 3 Westfold Red Shields. Okay. How do you think I could expand this army to 800 points for an upcoming tournament? I was thinking of adding Gandalf on foot and mounting him on the Eagle as a passenger.
They can't do it.
You can't do that.
That's scenario play only.
In the first turn, so they can go around causing carnage with Sorcerer's Blast and Nature's Roughs and add +1 to resist rolls. Love this channel and keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, buddy.
Yeah, well, unless they've house ruled that they're using the passenger rules, you can't do that, unfortunately.
I think you got loads of hitting pound. I'd say get more troops, get Aowen in there, it's dead cheap, and then get loads of Westfold Red.
I don't even need Aowen, just boost. You've only got 6 models in each warband. Just boost your.
That's true, it's 600 points, so you only need your 3 heroes really.
Yeah.
Maximum. So yeah, do that. Get all your troops up. Imagine 200 points.
66, double that, 120. Yeah, that's about right.
6 Sons of Owls is enough for 600 points.
Six. Well, yeah, but then you went to 800. If you just boost that up to, do you reckon 12 Sons of Owls too many for 800 points?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I reckon just increase your Westfold Red Shields, and if you can get some Outriders, whatever a third of the number from Sons of Owls and Outriders.
Go 4-4-4.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Do that. Yeah, more troops.
More troops, I think, definitely.
Next up, we got Clint Whitney.
Hey James, I'm going to Nova, and I'm looking forward to a get buff bat rep.
But hang on a minute, these don't exist anymore.
Great name for a pup, Bilbo. I recently got a German Shepherd pup and named him Thorin.
That is cool.
That's cool.
A German Shepherd called Thorin.
Yeah.
That works. Mind you, they're quite big dogs. He's a dwarf. But you know, he's got a look of, I suppose.
It's the regalness.
Get a buff bat rep.
Oh, good luck, man.
These don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they do.
People can just tailor horrifically against people. And with Lords of Battle now, I just can't win. Next up, we got Kurt Leach. He's put, hey guys.
Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, if you transfix a Nazgul and Felbeast, does the transfix affect both the Nazgul and the Felbeast?
Yes, it affects the model.
There you go. Thomas Horatio.
He says, thank you to all the GBHL team for all the great content. Keeps me thoroughly entertained. Do orcs, goblins and urukai have a disadvantage when it comes to painting them, as they have an innate dark colour scheme and are supposed to look crude compared to men, elves and dwarves? My question is, if you enter a painting competition with orcs, are you at a disadvantage against men, elves and dwarves? Glad to see James back and glad to hear you had an amazing honeymoon.
Thank you very much, buddy.
No, you're not at a disadvantage at all. If you look over at Generation Shift 91 and check out his orcs, they are incredible. Like, everyone is individual, unique, and he's painted them up beautifully. And you can see how you can get sort of that coherent rabble.
Yeah.
It's a really weird way of imagining it, but like they look beautiful. Go check it out. And we've got a video of it when he came to Desolation of Stockport as well.
We do, yeah. His Kirifungal army won the best painted.
Yeah.
Because it was stunning. And if you check out some of the Angmar bat reps on the channel, you'll see some of his paintwork for the orcs. So you're not at a disadvantage.
No. I'd say it's a tougher challenge because I think a well painted elf next to a well painted orc does look different, but then if you've gone through that trouble of converting and everything. I
know exactly what it is. An interesting question because when Kev Lawrence and I went round to go and do like the nominations, so like he was like picking them out and stuff. We were looking round, and it was quite interesting that what he was saying. So Kev is from Shadow and Flame, a great painter, one of our channel sponsors, and he made an interesting point. So that there was a couple of Warriors of Erebor armies, like Grimhammers and stuff like that, that were really nicely painted. And the point that he made was that the thing is, because a lot of it's metal and it's pretty much, you know, ink wash and the highlights and stuff like that, he said it's relatively easy to make that army look pretty good. So the skill level to make, you know, not calling anybody for painting them, but you know what I mean, the skill level of doing that isn't necessarily as easy as, for example, you are right, making an orc army look really good. And he did mention that about a couple of the different forces, particularly ones that have got lots of armour.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
I can imagine like James Baldwin's Goblin Town. They're amazing, but you know it's all skin, and there's only so much you can do to make them different from other Goblin Town forces.
Definitely.
So, you know, again, he converted quite a lot up to make them unique and special. So I think that's what evil forces really need to make them pop and make them stand out.
I completely agree.
So I think yes, probably your point. Now we talked about it, probably is correct that.
And it works the other way around as well, you know, because like if you think about it, like when so let's say someone enters an all-hero army into because they're gorgeous models, obviously you know more times gone on the pose and things a lot of the time, and because you've got fewer models, I think an all-hero, and this is another thing that me and Kev said, an all-hero like 3-model army, a 600-point tournament, those 3 models have got to be really, really good.
Yeah, because
really good.
If you put the same sort of hours that someone might spend painting a beautiful, we'll do James Baldwin because Goblin Town's such a big army, a beautiful Goblin Town army. If you put all that time into the same 3 heroes, those 3 heroes would have to be, you know, Golden Demon standard.
They've got to be really good.
They'd have to be incredible. So yeah, I think actually now we've talked about it, your point's correct.
Yeah, you do make a good point, but that doesn't mean you haven't got a chance if you're a good painter. Okay, so next up we've got Al Wood.
He says, James, it's great to have you back, mate, and I'm glad that you and Jane had a wonderful time in Disney World.
Oh, awesome. Are you coming to Stockport at the end of the year? I hope so, mate.
I've been out of the loop for quite a while as I completely lost my mojo for painting and gaming, but hopefully it's back.
It's back, baby.
I am looking forward to the desolation of Stocktober, or whatever you're going to call it, and wondered if there's been any more thoughts on army points value, etc. Cheers, Al. Well, since you have written it, do you want to explain?
Yes, I will do. I will do a video for this as well.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense. Do a video to explain, because not all of you are on Facebook, so the rules pack has just been released.
Well, at least last week, when this comes out.
Yes. The whole time machine thing, I was like, what are you talking about? It is a 700-point 2-day tournament.
Smell.
7 games.
Smell.
The first day is effectively for your seeding, so you play 4 games, and there are 4
Can I
sides.
play?
Sorry?
Can I play?
Yeah, just hold numbers, good.
Good. Of course you can have numbers time.
You can, of course you can. You don't have to ask, Jamie.
I want to win. I want to win our tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if you think of it like this, effectively we run 2. Well, no, we don't. We help each other. We do help each other. But yes, it's a 700-point tournament, 4 games on the first day. That will determine your seeding. The top 8 on the second day effectively play in a group, and whoever wins all 3 of their games will win the tournament. And then there'll be a middle group and a bottom group as well. So even if you don't do too well on the first day, you've got a chance to win. Some of these ideas have been stolen from other places, including the one...
Borrowed.
Yeah, borrowed. Well, we all like to borrow because all the tournament organisers are always coming up with something new and interesting and different, and I really like that about our tournament scene. And I borrowed that from the doubles tournament, because I really like that, from Tom and Damien. And I've also borrowed from Sam Page of East Grinstead, it's Mid Sussex Wargamers now. The 700 points, the top 1 or 2 models have to cost 250 points or more of the 700 points.
Sorry, just texting it.
Okay, so yeah, those are some brief details. We'll keep an eye out for a video, and if any of you guys weren't aware of it, go and check out the Facebook events tab in the Great British Hobbit League. So finally we've got who else but Howdy.
He says, I'm going to a 750 point tournament in late August and I want to take a Galadriel theme list. Now, in honour of Free People's Week, I thought I might share and ask for any tactics and small changes you guys would make to this list. GW equals Galadriel Warrior. Okay, so we just put a thing there for shorthand.
Okay.
So it's got Haldir with armour and bow, 9 Galadriel Warriors. Yeah. So
I like it.
Yeah. 9 Galadriel Warriors with bow, 1 Galadriel Warrior with shield, 2 Wood Elf Warriors with spear. Rumble!
We think that's Rumil.
3 Galadriel Warriors with Elven Blade, 5 Guards of the Galadriel Court, 1 Galadriel Warrior with banner, 3 Galadriel Warriors with bow, a Stormcaller, 7 Galadriel Warriors with spear and shield, 3 Wood Elf Warriors with spear, 2 Galadriel Warriors with bow, and then a Galadriel Captain with shield and horse, and 5 Galadriel Knights with shield. I'm not 100% sure on this organisation of the warbands, so I might be changing it up. Thanks again for all your hard work, keep it up, and welcome back, James.
Thank you very much, matey.
My, just straight away, is to split those Guards of Galadriel Court up and scatter them around your warbands. You don't need 5 in one warband, that's excessive.
No.
3 bows. Well, "Oh, you're going for Galadriel theme." I was like, "Why is Legolas not in there?" But you Galadriel theme, right? Where's Galadriel? 750 points and no magic. I'd take
It's got Stormcaller.
It's not the same.
I would drop the Galadriel Captain and the
Galadriel
Stormcaller.
Knights. I'd drop the Galadriel Captain and the Knights, and boost that Stormcaller into Galadriel for cast Blinding Light, and it gives you Transfix and Compel.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That would be my only sort of criticisms. I think the guys that you'll save from shooting will weigh up like be more than what was it?
That's not being negative.
Let's have a read of it. Let's have a read of it. It's shame on this channel. Oh no, previously read. Let's pull that out.
Jamie's just getting negative comments.
So, Tundra Wolf says, this is on the new Battle Company's trainer. Disappointed, loved the last series, great work, so much fun, and now I have to pay to watch YouTube videos. I was saving up to buy new figures and join a few times with you guys. Shame, I really enjoyed your content. Well, you're still getting all the content for free. You don't have to sign up.
Remember, this is a bonus Battle Company series that Jamie is doing because he has taken the brave move of leaving his job to do this full time, so you guys can have more videos, better quality, which you don't have to pay for. Remember, you're not having to pay for this.
Yeah, the 4-way Battle Companies will be free at the end of the year. You've got that to look forward to.
Oh,
I'm sure we'll be getting more stuff in the meantime as well.
So
I've got more free time now.
It's great that you loved the last series, and it's fantastic that you think that our work is great, and that you are looking forward to coming to a couple of tournaments. But just remember, you don't have to back Jamie to keep getting great content. You're not having to pay for these YouTube channels, and you're not going to have to pay for these YouTube videos. Those are bonus content for people who want to back Jamie.
Yeah.
So keep smiling. And with that, on that fine note, I'm starting to unsee what I saw partway through. I mean that crippled me for a while. Anyway,
it's back.
I think we'll just call it there. So yeah, we fleshed it out. Wow, it's over an hour. First one over an hour for a little while.
Yeah.
So we better crack on and finish off Free People's Week.
Yeah. Well, I'm meeting Ed soon.
What's that?
I'm meeting Ed in 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. What time is it?
20 to 4.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, it's flown.
Oh wow, that's gone really quick. How have we done that?
Because
Or did we not start until later?
Yeah, we chatted for ages.
Oh, we must have missed each other.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support me on Patreon, regardless of what you just said. Comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy battle game, everyone.